1 year ago today, this YouTube channel was born. Although I've been rail fanning since I was a kid, and I've been on YouTube to some capacity for about 13 years, I had never uploaded anything rail before this channel. In 15 videos since, we've seen 65 trains and rode about 4 more, which for just a year is a pretty nice number. We've seen trains on 11 different lines owned by all the Class 1 railroads that operate in the Chicago area and visited 4 other states. So how did this channel start and what's in the future? Like I said, I've been a rail fan since I was a kid. Growing up in Franklin Park, there were 2 types of people: those who hated the trains because they constantly got stuck trying to cross the tracks, and kids who weren't old enough to know any better. I never got old enough to know any better before we moved out. I rode Amtrak a few times through college, but didn't really get back into the swing of things until late summer of last year. It all started out of necessity when, instead of driving back and forth roughly every month from Bloomington in a truck with no air and a rapidly aging transmission, I started taking Amtrak. Then one Saturday night, I was sitting in a cruise night in Mount Prospect, immediately adjacent to the UP Harvard sub. In came Metra 725 as I had just crossed the tracks to get some dinner, so before I headed into the restaurant, I pulled out my phone and got the video you've seen in every video intro since. That very night when I got home, because apparently you can't create an additional account from your phone for some reason, I created this channel. I started wanting to learn more, so I started diving into rulebooks, YouTube videos, timetables, anything I could get my hands on. One of the best resources I found was Danny Harmon's Distant Signal channel. Seriously, if you're a rail fan and you're not subscribed to him, go do it. His channel is absolutely fantastic. What I really liked about his channel was his ability to tell a story. YouTube channels of trains with no commentary or context are a dime a dozen, and very few of them do anything to set themselves apart or make themselves memorable. So I decided I wouldn't just be a here's a train channel. I make videos I would want to watch. If one person has learned one thing from one of my videos, then I'll be happy. So what's in the future? Well, I'm gonna try and keep up the pace of at least a video per month, even through the winter. I'm also looking for a new full-time job. One of the reasons I've been able to get so much video lately is because I'm out of work. That needs to change in the next month or 2, and yes, I have applied at the railroads. Wherever I end up, I plan on continuing to make content. It's what I enjoy, and if I could do this full-time, I absolutely would. So as long as I still can, expect more videos. I've actually spent very little money on this channel other than gas to get to locations. My still camera I got from my mom, who is a professional photographer and replaced her secondary camera, and the GoPro I originally used to film video I already had. The tripods we had lying around as well. The only equipment I've bought to use on here is the Sony CX405 that is the main video camera I use, which I've been quite happy with even though I know there are better. Oh, and I bought a digital recorder for radio audio if I didn't have my truck there with my radio that I record directly on normally, but I've needed to use that only like twice, I think, and I got it used on eBay. So for the past year, I want to say thank you to everyone who has clicked that like button or the subscribe button. Like I said, I do this channel for fun, and it gives me an excuse to use my video editing skills. I try to remember to say this on every video, but feel free to leave a comment or suggestion. I read all of them that don't get caught by the spam filter. And hit the like button on what you like. It helps me know what kind of videos to make. I definitely want to do more let's spend a day and see what we see type videos like the last one I did in Des Plaines in Franklin Park. And one I definitely have planned is to go back to Franklin Park for the evening rush hour, hopefully on a day not nearly as hot. If everything goes to plan, there's also a huge video I'll be filming in August, probably not out until late August or early September. And I won't spoil too much, but it involves a long-distance Amtrak ride, my first since 2011. But that's all in the future. Until then, you can follow me on Instagram and read the blog, links are in the video description. And thank you again for 1 year of the Northeastern Illinois Railfan YouTube channel.